Pure water, pure pride, pure Jamaican. Pure water is about pure hydration. Remember to drink pure water and satisfy all your pure water needs.
My name is Alfred Brown, racehorse trainer at Caymanas Park. I advise everyone to listen to the Open Gate Show. You'll get a lot of information. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Richard Woolworth, living in Pembroke Pines, South Florida, and I listen to the Open Gate Show anytime it's possible. It's very informative, and I recommend it to all the people who out there who have any interest whatsoever in horse racing, love thoroughbreds. Take a listen. You won't regret it.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Saturday, March 13, 2021, Open Gate Show for Sunday, March 14th race meet. First of all, I have to mention the COVID pandemic issue. Lots of people are having it. The hospitals are overwhelmed. Blood is needed for some. What are we having? Aren't we taking this thing very serious? We need to wear a mask, practice social distancing, sanitize our hands, and very important, rehydrate ourselves, especially with pure Jamaican pride bottled water, pure water, a pure water we drink. Listen, this thing ain't no joke, you know. And the Open Gate Show is warning everyone. But for those in horse racing, we have to adhere. Otherwise, we're going to have a shutdown. It's good to know that trainer Dale Murphy has recovered from a very, very serious bout of the virus. The Open Gate Show is so happy that he's back home, recuperating very well. Okay, the first race for tomorrow will start 12:15 p.m. for thrills and up. Claiming tag 550 to 500. Claiming tag 500 to 550,000. 9 starters, they go 5.5 furlongs or 1,100 meters. Number 2, Stanislaus, has been seen in very good condition coming from the pool and will surely have a say in this race. Number 3, Storm Princess, is up in claim and could run okay. Number 4, Baltisero, the horse to beat, is speed in this race, and another that is looking very good. Went 6 furlongs on last and just got beat by 3/4 of a length by Cartel. Stanislaus, incidentally, was 7 1/4 lengths behind this one. So, Baltisero going shorter now should have an advantage. Number 5, Mr. Ambassador, making his seasonal debut, coming off a 4-month break. 9-year-old horse has to be super fit if he intends to land this. Is capable though, but I don't think he'll be race fit enough, seeing that there's not much workout on the exercise track. Number 6, Gimme Palinka, is down in claim, not much to recommend. Number 8, Axelrod. Wow, this one is coming off a surgeon, and although loves it fresh, he came off the bench 3 times already and has won twice. Got Axelrod, another alike, Mr. Ambassador, should need to be, well, to have a race or 2 under his girt. My selection: number 4, Baltisero, from number 2, Stanislaus. Number 5, Mr. Ambassador. Number 3, Storm Princess. We go to race 2. 8 starters, they go 7 furlongs or 1,400 meters for native-bred 4 years and up, or it's a maiden condition race. Number 1, Corandero, show good pace on the 13th of February and stayed on to be second by a length and a half, beaten by Silent Cat. He came back the 27th of February in a two-turn race and didn't really show much. Back here against a company that he can be more competitive, Corondero has a very good chance. Number 3, Miss Francis, was a late run starter in trying to make his debut, going 5 furlongs straight on the 7th of February. Has some use, but could need this race, although is one that has a chance to be in the lower order of your exotics. Number 4, Mile Chelsea, ran on strongly on last, going 6 furlongs on the 20th of February, beaten by Expedition. Ran wide, but was closing. Should be the danger to number 1, Corondero. Number 5, another Cookie, another who has been prominent but has been weakening. Could find a place in the lower order. Number 8, Buzz Assault, a debutant, 4-year-old Great Cold by Rising Moon out of Philanthropist. By traditional breeder Christopher Wellington, owner and trainer Patrick Smelly, has shown some use on the exercise track, but could find the race fit ones, number 1, Corondero, and number 4, Mile Chelsea, a bit to overcome. Number 1, Corondero, number 4, Mighty Chelsea, number 5, another Cookie, number 8, Buzz Assault. Third race for native-bred trios only, made a special weight, 7 starters, 5.5 furlongs or 1,100 meters. Number 1, Minded Cat, ran well on debut, out the straight, 4 furlongs straight, finishing 4th, 4 3/4 lengths to Bad Gal Riri, Diamond in the Sky, and Curtain's Flight. Should have benefited from that race. A useful colt and should be part of the outcome here. Dane Nelson now gets the call. Apprentice Siobhan 1000 was on board for that horse's debut. Number 3, Balotelli, much talk about horse, has use, but I don't think this one is ready for this race, but should be part of those who makes the board. Number 4, Balotelli's debutant, True Al Sky. Balotelli's stablemate, I should say, True Al Sky, a debutant, born on the 22nd of February, based Philip by American Dance out of Go Flint Go by Colin Warden, Trevor Dunkley, Senior, owner and breeder rather, Alfred Brown, the trainer. Shane Ellis will ride. This horse looks to have use, and I'm expecting this one to make a good impression first time out. As a matter of fact, I think this one is going to win. Number 5, Colorado Ranger, was 2 here for Gary Griffiths. One of 2, well, both Gary Griffiths' horses are the most experienced here, have shown some reasonable fairish play for Colorado Rangers, though has only ran his best races out the straight, and he's back again on the round. Let's see what will happen. Number 6, Letters in Gold, stablemate of that one. It's another who has been inconsistent, but Anthony Thomas gets the call. So, chances are, in a race cheap as this, could find a low exotic order. Number 7, Fearless Man, a debutant, born the 13th of February, Bay Coat by Western Classic out of Don't Say a Word by Stormcat. Breeder Roger Newman and Mark and Susan Waits. Owner trainer Philip Elliott, Fearless Man, looks to be in need of a race or 2. Number 4, True Al Sky from number 1, Minded Cat. Number 6, Letters in Gold. Number 3, Balotelli. 4th race, 8 starters, 5.5 furlongs again, or 1,100 meters for 5 years and up, who have never won 4 races in their lifetime. Number 1, Unknown Soldier, if Focus could gain a top 3 spot. Number 2, Uncle Vernon. As number 8, Custer to overall. After that one, bettered him by 7 lengths the last time this horse raced on the 7th of March, going 6 furlongs. Uncle Vernon should be surely fighting for a top 4 slot. Number 3, Super Emir. Every race mare could surprise and be in the lower order of your exotics. Number 4, Hair of Fire. The tongue tie is off for the first time, and this mare has speed and has a chance, especially with Dick Cardenas riding for Michael Marlowe's barn, who has 2 horses in this race, the other being Conrad Sickey. Number 5, Sir Kel, fast gelding who loves it out the straight, will surely though be there for the first 3 or 4 furlongs of this race to ensure that there's a lot of speed. Number 8, Costa won very easily and last when the only equipment on was a figure 8, and that was March 7th, going 6 furlongs, a distance that some regarded him to have it tough that day, but he won by 7 lengths and pulling away, and I expect Costa to sit with the lead and try to quicken again. Number 8, Costa from number 5, Sir. From number 4, Hair of Fire. Number 1, Unknown Soldier. Number 2, Uncle Vernon. We're at race 5. 13 starters, 5 furlongs straight over 1,000 meters straight. Is 4 native bred 5 with and up. Who are maiden? Well, this is a maiden condition race. Number 1, Secret Law. Came off a sojourn on the 26th of December last season and ran a very good race. Lost in a head bob to Mount Van King, going this very trip of 5 furlongs straight. Back again for trainer Christopher Pearson, who is on a high at present, and this Secret Law surely will be one of the horses fighting us out for the top spot. Number 3, Love Me Tender, one of 2 here for trainer Ray Phillips. Got market signal on the 31st of January, going 7 furlongs at 14-1, broke slowly and came up challenging up to the furlong marker and faded a bit. Could have needed a race. Well, he's coming off a short rich pike now. Love Me Tender has used, and although not working much on the racetrack, should be a contender here. Number 4, Monsieur Monsieur, another who has been whispered here and there at times. His best race was on the 7th of February on the round course, beating half length to It's All High. Had a few of these here behind. The visor's back on, and this horse is very light. Monsieur Monsieur surely should be part of your low exotics. Number 6, Dr. Sahar Alexander, same thing with Azalike. Number 4, Monsieur Monsieur, part of your low exotics. Number 8, Little Red ran well and last, going 6.5 furlongs, finishing second, 2.5 lengths to Sweet Medicine. Little Red looked really challenging turning to the straight, and I thought that he would have gone further and win. Short speed, 5 furlongs straight, you have to have speed. Little Red should be in your top 3. Number 9, One Squeeze, ran and last, has ran 21 times and came in that race with Little Red and ran his best race, finishing almost heads on with that one. That was his first race for a season, and this great mare should improve and should be one fighting this out. Number 12, Lyceum, gets Stephen Foster, was running on a bit, and another that can be considered for your low exotics. Number 9, One Squeeze. Number 1, Secret Law. Number 6, Dr. Sahir Alexander. Number 8, Little Red. Number 4, Monsieur Monsieur. As a matter of fact, Little Red could be put in the 3rd spot. All right, let's go to race 6. 4 furlongs straight or 800 meters straight for claiming. It's a claiming race. 250,000 with 5-year-old maidens who've never won. No, sorry, with 5-year-old maidens and 6-year-olds who've never won 4 races in their lifetime. 16 starters, number 1, Luminous Power, should have a chance, as the last time this horse ran out this exact triple 4 furlong straight, 31st of January, was running on. And to the danger of Mother Nature and Mamacita, well, both of those horses are here except for the danger. Finishing 5th, 4 lengths. From this inside post though, Luminous Power could find it tough for the win, but a consideration for the latter part of your exotics. Number 4, Dance All Night, really ran well on the 30th of January, going 5 furlong straight, finishing a length and a half to Locomotive. This horse loves the straight. Strange how he ran in his last race, the 17th of February, he claimed out of that race by Philip Lee, and is back here again. Dance All Night didn't look too well returning to the Insolvency enclosure, and there's enough time, well, a month since that Dance All Night can be prepared to dance once again in the top 3. Number 6, Alexis Star, will be closing and should be part of your exotics. Number 7, Just Trick Me, has speed but can't hold it. Is here again against some nemesis, and as will be having some others that will be contesting the speed, so that should limit the chance of Just Trick Me. However, Just Trick Me is very light. Number 8, Inferno Flame, busy on the exercise track, plummets to 250,000. It's strange. Hasn't shown anything at all, but this low tag, this American importee, Inferno Flames, could show something. Number 9, Blues Attitude, has speed. Number 10, Big Dream, looking a bit better since changing stable. A nice big horse. It's the first I've seen this horse because it goes to the pool in the morning, and I was really impressed with this horse, how he looks. That doesn't mean though he's going to win. But, another who has been showing speed and has been weakening, a change of stable could do the trick. I mean, it's a wrap. Another who changed stables since last race, and could be part of the exotic order. Number 12, Mamacita though. The Nelson up for Ryan Derby. I like this horse to win. Even based on the 31st of January 4 furlong straight race, when finishing the neck behind the danger and Mother Nature. Mother Nature is here again, and that was a backup finish. Ryan Derby though, he's doing very well with his claiming horses. As a matter of fact, he has a very high percentage with his horses winning off a claim. Number 13, Sweet Destiny, 8-year-old gelding who normally runs fair, up in age, and should be part of the outcome. Number 15, Mother Nature, gets Shane Ellis for trainer Lawrence Freemantle. And as I mentioned, in the January 31st race, going over this 4 furlong straight distance, was in a bang-up finish with the danger, Mamacita, and herself. This makes this horse stand out here for top honors, especially with Shane Ellis having a good riding average. So the race is between number 12, Mamacita, number 15, Mother Nature. I'm taking number 12, Mamacita, to just be in front of 15, Mother Nature. Number 10, Big Dreams, I think will run a good race. In third, number 11, It's a Wrap, should be closing along with number 13, Sweet Destiny. 7th race, 7 starters, 9 furlong and 25 yards, or 1,820 meters. The claiming 4 claimers, $800 to $1 million for trips and up. Number 1, Top Shelf, ran 1 time going 2 turns. And ran well, finished second, 3.5 lengths to Tricky One, who is here. And that was on the 29th of November. Top Shelf will be facing a few nemesis, including Overcraft and Salah, as well as Tricky One, and also Caymanas. Randabi ran this off twice. One with this one when he just immediately after he claimed it on the 6th of February, going 6.5 furlongs. I think this 9 furlong and 25 yards will be a bit tough for Top Chef to win. Number 2, Fella up in claim. Number 3, Tricky One, a horse that not as impressive, but when focus usually gives his honest race. The 31st of October and 29th of November last season, this horse won well. And the October race in the slops had Caymanas behind, and it came back going 2 turns on the 29th. Also had Caymanas and Top Sheriff behind, winning very easily by 3.5 lengths. Jumping in for a claim, Anthony Eunice has been dropping a lot of horses of recent in the claiming tag, and they're not doing well. But let's see. Number 5, Hovercraft, 11-year-old Bay Gellin, who is fit, has been kept fit on the exercise track, could be part of the middle order of your exotics. Number 5, Drone Strike, showed return to form when leading a good field on last. Should be fitter and should run well here. Number 7, Caymanas, racing a few of his nemesis. Racing with a few of his nemesis once again. Broke slowly the last twice. That means something. Back in the claiming ranks after quite a number of months. Looking very well on the exercise track, this Caymanas. And why not? That's the one I'm selecting, number 7, Caymanas. From number 3, Tricky One. Number 4, Hovercraft. Number 1, Top Shelf. Race 8, 12 starters, 6 furlongs or 1,200 meters. It's for 3 hours and up. It's an overnight allowance race. Number 1, Stranger Danger, making his seasonal debut. I don't think this horse, well, anyway, let me keep that to myself. Number 3, Enough is Enough, could be part of your low exotic order, has been very consistent on the lower end of the board in this horse's last 7 starts. Number 5, Patriarch, Lone Speed, my concern, he's quickly back. He just raced on the 6th of March in a very tough race, finishing a length second to Duke and Trevor's Choice. A very hotly contested field, regardless of 7 kilos. Dan Nelson will delete that. Patriarch, going 6 furlongs again, will be the horse they all have to catch. Number 6, German Boy, could close rapidly at the end if focused to do so. Number 7, Princess Lauren, is up in grade. Number 8, Extruder, working well. The 10th of March, 3 furlongs, 35 and 4/5, looks well, but has a lot to find for a win, that is. Number 9, Solid Approach, up in class, looking an improved animal. Won on last on the 31st of January, 6 furlongs, and 126 pounds she carried and finished in a time of 1:30 and 2/5. Don't worry about the time. The track is, it's not fast. It's a dead track. When I say a dead track, there's no bounce in it, so you'll have these times. Looking very good at exercise, I can tell you that. 27th of February, got up 5 hours, 1 minute and 3/5. Not much, if any, has gone that fast since the start of the season. So Solid Approach will run well, this American bred filly. Number 10, Wilson, very fit and light. Number 11, Chase the Great, another fit horse, but this one is very consistent. Number 12, Another Bullet, 9-year-old who is inching to form and could be part of your lower order. But number 5 for me, that's Patriarch, just over number 9, Solid Approach. Number 11, Chase the Great. Number 10, Wilson. Number 6, that's Jammer Boy. The feature is race 9, Sir Howard Stakes. Of course, Sir Howard was trained by the late Philip Hart and also the late owner, a revelist that Silvera spelled in backways. Glenn Jones usually rides his horse, and the late Glenn Jones, jockey, he died a few years ago. The groom was Michael Green's Hart. This top sprinter who showed a lot of weight when raced, and was a top sprinter in Jamaica at that time. All right, they go 6 rounds of 1200 meters, 10 starters. Number 1, Santorini, born the 30th of April, Chestnut Court by Soul Warrior out of Milestone by Vanadium. Groom Howard Anglin, one of 3 here for trainer Anthony Nunes. Has improved a bit, but has a lot to find. Number 2, Miniature Man, born the 8th of April, Chestnut Court by Northern Giant out of Runaway Gal by Legal Process. Breeder wife, 955 Limited, Elizabeth Acosta, wife of the trainer Wayne Acosta OD. On this one, at this point in time, the Open Gate Show wishes Wayne Acosta all the best in his recovery from the COVID virus. Miniature Man is one of 3 here for Acosta. Ain't to be taken lightly, as on the 11th of October, when he won easily in a fast time of 4 5 and 4 fifths by 4.5 lengths, beating further and beyond and sure curling, he was not only green, but he had an issue in that race. Should be fine-tuned for this, and is a horse that I think they'll all have to beat. The 3, King's Magician, born the 7th of March, Chestnut Court by Performing Magic out of Regency by Legal Process. Groom, Cecil Chambers, breeder, Evergreen Farms Limited, owner, Amark Farms, trainer, Philip Michael Fiani. The Great, Ian Spence will ride this horse. Number 4, Money Man, born the 8th of February, Great Colt by Burn Identity out of Silver Shadows by Stormcraft. Breeder, Karen Passard, owner and trainer, David Lee Sin. The groom, Helton O'Connor. Good-looking colt who should run well enough for an exotic placing. Really impressed with this horse. And I think he's a sleeping giant come classic time. Number 5, John Code Jeff, born 11th of February, Bay Colt by Natural Selection out of Sweet Rock by He's the Real Thing. Breeder, Jeffrey Steve Mordecai, and he parts own with Wayne Acosta's wife, Elizabeth. Has more to find, this John Code Dress. Number 6, Regal and Royal, born the 12th of February, born the 12th of April rather, Bay Colt by Soul Warrior out of WAP by Richie Gallop. Breeder, Evergreen Farms Limited, owner, Trinidadian Horseman, Harold Chidi. The groom, O'Neill Stephen, very different strains, Ray and Lewis will ride, still a maiden. Number 7, Calculus, born the 9th of March, a big colt by Sensational Slam out of Trinket Box by Bernardini. Breeder, Karma Maharaj, owner, Shivan Maharaj, Trinidadian horse people and businessman. Groom, Kevin Williams, named Nelson rides for trainer Anthony Nunes, making his seasonal debut, working well. March 8, 5.5 furlongs, 1 7 and 4 fifths by 101 with Tuna Ciliata upside, and did well in that work, really well. But really took a while to return to racing. But regardless of that, should be given a chance to fight this out. Number 8, Billy Wiz, born the 24th of March. Chestnut Gelding by Northern John out of Cadilla, out of He's the Real Thing, YS 955, the breeder. Von White, the owner, another of Wayne Acosta entry here. Terence Brookfield is the groom. Billy Wiz looks okay, put on some weight in Shane. Don't like him to win, but I think he will run a very good race. He comes to number 9, Alimony, born 23rd of February, Chestnut Colt by Legal Process out of Kaisha Baby by Crucial Child, New Brew Limited, the breeder. Axe Bjorn, the owner, Steve Smith, the groom, another of trainer Anthony Racehorses and Stedman rides. Working okay, will be having the blinkers off for the first time, has ran 3 times in his lifetime, all with the blinkers on. Alimony, another that has improved a bit, but has a lot to find. Number 10, Regnant, born the 28th of April, Chestnut Court by Midnight Orc, out of Mama Blossom by Distorted. Dr. Aston Marsh, the breeder, Sean Connection, the owner, Victor Williams Train, Shane Ellis Rides, Andrew Moore, the groom. Won well on debut. It went easy, but ran green. Can't see him improving enough to figure in the top 3, but is surely a very useful colt in the Open Gate Show, which is Sean Connections. All the best with this one. Number 2, though, Miniature Man from number 7, Calculus. Number 4, Moneyman. Number 8, Billy Wiz. Number 10, Regnant. Best 2 for tomorrow, number 1, Condero in race 2, and number 12, Mamacita in race 6. The Monday recap show will be on Monday. Remember, wear a mask, practice social distancing, sanitize your hands, and rehydrate yourself with pure water. We have to get this pandemic under control, and it takes us to do so. Without horse racing, without going where we want to go, ain't that a problem? Can you live with that? Well, it's up to us. Take care.
Pure water, pure pride, pure Jamaican. Pure water is about pure hydration. Remember to drink pure water and satisfy all your pure water needs.